Oh, I have to hear this. I have to find out why not being happy with someone who insulted people's mental health makes no sense. So this is our old buddy JD Shadow. Quick update since my last video on him. Apparently he got a lot of abuse. He was going on Twitter saying that he got a lot of abuse. I and others didn't see any of this abuse anywhere. He has a tendency to act like he's talking to loads of people and then he'll get no likes or comments. It's like, who are you talking to? It seemed like he was making up this abuse out of thin air. But some of the tweets got quite worrying and concerning, and it seemed like he was having suicidal thoughts. So I dropped him a DM to make sure that he was okay. He then went publicly to say maybe he was wrong about me and he respected me and all that stuff. But the funny thing is, he still didn't reply to the DM. So I check that he's okay. He ignores me, but then goes publicly. And that's my problem with this guy. He does it all for attention. It seems like he's only fixated on public image. He didn't want to resolve this privately. He just used that. But then he says that other people only do it for attention and drama. If you go on the Channel Awesome subreddit and post something, JD will reply within the first 10 minutes, guaranteed. He's obsessively posting essay after essay about me and Change the Channel. He claims that he's not biased and we are. Look at this thumbnail. Brad's hand on his, oh, you poor thing. We're the biased ones. But bear in mind, Looper and all of them have provided screenshot evidence. They ignore that. Brad says words and they instantly believe it. And it's also to the point, anything I say now, they will take one word in a sentence and twist it out of context. I said I didn't expect everyone who used to be on Channel Awesome to watch it. People were like, aha, not everyone saw it. Stop being arrogant. It's a figure of speech. It's a figure of speech. Everyone likes Shawshank Redemption. I'm sure there's some people out there who don't. If you're that desperate, just keep digging. Anyway, I've wasted enough time, which they have a go at me at, but then they make a 31-minute video like this. He also wasn't happy that I didn't respond to his second video, but that was because he was clear it was just for attention and I didn't watch it. The first cut of his response to me was 3 hours long. That's not even a joke. 3 hours, and he took it down. Let's just give this a go.
I didn't want to bring this up again, and I said I didn't want to bring this up again unless there was something new that occurred, something brand new that made news as to the Change the Channel Awesome controversy that kind of got a little bit of a shot on the arm in the past month or so. But apparently there is some news. There is something new that occurred, and I want to touch upon that because I do feel that it got a lot of traction. It got a lot of steam within the past week or so.
Because you want the views. That's not a jab at you. I do videos like this because they get views, and that's the point of YouTube. But it's just weird that you and others are saying that I'm doing it for attention and views, and then you just admitted I didn't want to make a video about this, but it was getting attention and views, so I did it. You literally just said that. Go away with your color scheme performance. Yeah, whatever.
And I want to bring everybody up to speed about what had occurred. In case you don't know what occurred, and there's quite a few people right at the moment that know at least something about what happened here.
Well, then there's no point. You are just recapping information that we already knew, JD. That's it. This video sucks. You can't do a video about Channel Awesome and change it, and you're just repeating the same stuff that people already know because then it's irrelevant.
But everybody knows about the Cinema Snob. Everybody knows about Brad Jizz.
Aha! Not everyone knows about Cinema Snob. I've met loads of people who don't know who he is. They watch YouTube quite a bit. So, you said everyone. You were wrong. To Reddit we go.
Apparently, Brad decided to do a live stream with his wife. At least I'm pretty certain that's his wife, Laura.
Do you know what? Like, if you smell, I kind of got the impression he knew what he was doing was stupid. He knew what he was saying was stupid. Other people are trolls. It's people like this that annoy me, that try to come off as intelligent. They try to be clever. And they're like, I'm a critical thinker. But then, and they claim that they do so much research. I think this was his wife. This is going to be painful.
The funeral in question, the funeral of her father, was in fact the exact same funeral that Brad had claimed he got swatted at. Now, if you don't know what that whole story is, apparently someone who, at the very least, said they were affiliated in some form or manner with Change the Channel, or somebody who they believed was affiliated with Change the Channel decided to swat them. If you don't know what swatting is, go back into the backlogs of my channel. I have a
This is what I mean. If you watch any video of JD, right, he expected me to give every detailed piece of research in my documentary. But if you watch his video, all he says is, you don't know what that is, go watch my other video. Go watch this video. Go watch this video. No! You said I don't do research. You're just telling people, nah, I can't be bothered to explain it again. Go over there and watch it. Christ.
She also refers to a few people and one particular person as calling them liars, never mentioning them by name. However, the reaction to this makes it pretty clear who she was referring to, and it is Alison Prager.
Pregla. Like, how hard is that? Like, people were making fun of this guy in my last video because he was mispronouncing everything, and even when he's corrected, he still can't say the name. Pregla.
But Lupa decided to respond to this, and this is where things go off the rails, because it is after her response to all of this that the dog piling began on Brad's Twitter account. It got so bad, in fact, that he had to delete his Twitter account.
He didn't have to delete his Twitter account. He could have been a man and owned up to his mistakes. Apparently that's just out of style in 2019, bro.
Lupa provided screenshots that you're going to see right here, and we're going to talk about them in a moment, where Laura mentioned that they were swatted. Lupa said that was awful, but then Laura starts to rail on Allison, saying that it was because of Change the Channel, that there were supporters of Change the Channel that did this, and that was when Lupa suddenly got really defensive.
Did she get defensive? She said no. That's... I don't... She got really defensive. What did she say? Nah.
No, that's not what happened. No, that's not what happened. And then provided to end the conversation.
Look at that. How is that defensive? No. This conversation, she denied it and then walked away from an argument. How is that... Defensive is, what would you even say that? Oh my god, I never did that, I never did that. Oh my god, and you say you're not biased. It's unreal. And no, I know Change the Channel aren't flawless human beings. I never said they were. None of us are. But you seem to think Channel Awesome are flawless human beings.
Cinematic Venom, Rob Bohr, decided to also chime in on this, making a video concerning his thoughts about the whole situation. And let's just say they're not really supportive of Brad in any sort of way. He has also said that Brad is a liar. However, it is important to note that this is a re-upload. He said there were some editing errors that he had to fix. In the first version of the video, I did not watch the second version of the video. However, I did watch the first version of this video. He said that he wanted to work with the former producers on other projects at some point. He had the desire to do that.
That was in both versions. People are just making up lies out of nothing. Do you want to know why it was re-uploaded? I'm going to be completely real with you, right? I edited this video at like 1 a.m. So the video was rendered and I was so tired. I just left it to upload. The video went up. I then woke up in the morning, watched it over for the first time once it was already public, and I realised that I accidentally forgot to blur some of the identities of the screenshots that I showed. That was it. So I panicked, deleted it, went back to the editing software, blurred those screenshots of their identities, and re-uploaded. Nothing was cut out. Nice try, bro. Watch the video. It's still there. It's the exact same length.
And that, to me, strikes as very revealing as to what he's in this for.
What? He wants to make videos with content creators, and that's why he's defending. That doesn't make any sense. I'd love to work with Dan Bull. He's one of my favourite YouTubers. I did a jokey diss track on him. I've not done anything about his haters or anything. I'd love to work with KSI. Have I done videos on Logan Paul? Yes, I'd like to work with some of these people. There's loads of YouTubers I want to work with, and I haven't interfered with their YouTube careers. It's so sad. Like, they're trying to find anything, and it's sad. It's funny. I feel sorry for you, bro.
Here's my thought about this. If he wants to do that, then more power to him. Just say, hey, I want to work with you guys in the future. Why go through all of it?
I have. This is what this guy doesn't watch the videos. I say in the video, I'm in works with some of the former Channel Awesome producers. I can't give away what it is yet. It's not a lot of them, but I'm working with a couple. I'm already working with them, man. Listen! Apparently you'll only listen if the video's about you.
Why go through bringing this back up? Because my whole problem with this is that he does not know what kind of monster he has unleashed.
So first, I'm working for a higher power, Holly and Kaylin, and now I've unleashed a beast. I gotta hear this.
The more rational people who were in Change the Channel had left because of the more vitriolic people, because of the more toxic people that ended up co-opting this whole thing. And that's why I want to talk about this, because it does seem as though this whole thing that happened with Brad is a microcosm of what has gone wrong with Change the Channel. What has gone wrong here?
Brad insults mental health. And people say that it was his wife and not Brad. Brad literally said...
So fuck you.
No, no, I agree.
Yeah, try again. Brad does that, and it's still Change the Channel's fault. You need to check your priorities, fam.
And I do believe we need to step back for a second. We have to calm down. We have to take a breath.
You're the one who's posting endless essays about Channel Awesome and fucking replying to Tamara and Malcolm, oh, it's so cute, cuteness overload, but I'm not biased. God damn. I saw a comment the other day, someone tell this guy Alison's not gonna suck his dick. Hey, I like her videos, but sorry Alison, I'm not interested, I've got a girlfriend. But then when it comes to these guys obsessing over Tamara, that's fine. That's not creepy.
For one thing, this mob mentality, and it doesn't go just to Change the Channel, it goes to other things.
Other things, like what? Is it Channel Awesome? Is it applied to them? No? No? Okay.
Thing needs to stop. It serves no purpose. It has no upside. All it is an angry mob at this point.
What is Channel Awesome ignoring us achieving? There's no upside to that, right? This is the thing that drives me insane, right? Channel Awesome do fucked up stuff. We retaliate, and it's our fault. It's not their fault for doing fucked up stuff. It's our fault for reacting in the way anyone would react. It doesn't make any sense.
It has no rationale. It has no rational thought. It has no nuance to it. That's why the movement did end up dying at the beginning of this when it came up the first time. It wasn't because no one cared. It's because the mob got way out of control. It got way too toxic.
No, it died down the first time because people forgot and people moved on. People made videos about it and then it just kind of stopped. This year, it's stayed quite frequent because people are still doing videos about it, and I'm glad.
Mob that was just going to go after these people who were daring to speak up on Channel Awesome's side, even in the littlest bit. They went after Malcolm, they went after Tamara, they went after everybody who was still affiliated with Nostalgia Critic, and...
You're just ignoring the fact that they insulted everyone who disagreed with them. This is what you say, you're not biased, but Malcolm and Tamara insulted anyone who didn't see it that way and insulted their intelligence and disregarded all these abuse victims. You ignore that bit, but you just attacked them. Like, I don't, like, people don't deserve to be harassed. I agree. But you're completely disregarding what our problem with Tamara and Malcolm was.
It ended up killing this whole thing. And that serves as a double standard.
That's double standards. That's double standards. Channel Awesome fans send us death threats. Nothing's mentioned. But Change the Channel send them abuse, which is still wrong. And then we need to stop making content about it. I'll keep hammering that point home until, it clicks.
But the second someone who was still affiliated with Channel Awesome came out to try to defend him even in the slightest bit, got told that their opinions didn't matter. They got hand-waved. They said, oh, you're just saying the company line, as I said. Or they got told, hey, you're liars, as they did with Brad.
Because Change the Channel supporters never get told they're liars. What are you even talking about at this point? Oh, if you're a Channel Awesome fan, you get told that they're liars. That's Change the Channel! The difference is, Change the Channel have screenshots to prove it. Channel Awesome have their words. You believe their words over screenshots. I don't even know if I can make it through this.
Proud. This is exactly the kind of people that Venom is now pandering to. He got the most vitriolic people. And I wonder whether or not he's going to be upset that if he goes into other content that people are going to stay with him because they're there because he's telling them exactly what they want to hear.
Okay, I don't see how I'm pandering towards people who like to harass people. I've constantly said not to do that. This is where I'll be like, no, it's reverse psychology. He's a mastermind working for a higher power. As for me making other content and people not sticking around, that will probably happen. It looks like right now I'm only making Change the Channel stuff. I am working on a lot of other projects, but they're bigger and they're not out for another few months. It's just I have to work ahead of time to get them ready. So trust me, a lot of stuff will come out all at once in the future. But this happened last year. I did the comedy sketches. I gained a lot of subscribers. I then did reviews and they didn't do as well. I've explained that I'm okay with that. Again, Change the Channel deserves to get more views because a lot more people can see what Channel Awesome have done. So I'd rather that get more views than me talking about a movie. You guys seem to be obsessed over the views of my other content than this. I don't care. I used to. I got over it. I make videos because I enjoy it. I'm not Channel Awesome who does it for money.
He's essentially feeding the monster. He's essentially feeding the mob. He's throwing the red meat there.
So basically, what you're saying is you, and if you smell, and other people are acting like complete dickheads. I call you out on your shit. You don't like it, so you blame me for apparently you getting harassed or whatever. No. Don't harass JD Shadow. It's not good. Don't go and harass if you smell. It'll make you as bad as them. I don't think you understand, JD, what I'm saying. Well, clearly you don't, because you have avoided all my points constantly and twisted everything out of context.
When Change the Channel began, when the document first came out, what should have happened is that the actions could have been that they wanted to raise awareness about these types of issues, not just with the public, but also with Channel Awesome to say, you know what? Maybe you were human. Maybe there were some bad points and maybe we didn't help in that regard. Maybe we too got a little bit toxic too. We're not perfect either. We're human just like you guys are. And even if you didn't mean any ill intentions by it, it was still wrong of you to do these things. And now we would like to see is not only an apology, but also a show that you have gotten better over time, that you have learned from these mistakes, you have learned from these transgressions, and that you are treating your employees with some more respect. But instead, what we are seeing is the desire for complete destruction of...
You're skipping a whole section here. It started with a Twitter thread where people, in a civilized manner, were listing their grievances with the company. Channel Awesome then issued a slap in the face of an apology. That was obviously going to piss people off. So then they did a Google Doc, which was, again, yes, they listed really bad grievances, but it was professionally written. It was written in a mature way. Then Channel Awesome called them all vindictive liars. You're missing all of that. You're just saying, oh yeah, they came in with pitchforks, ready to take down Channel Awesome.
And I don't think that 1,000 apologies would suffice.
But it would be something. You're now saying, even if Channel Awesome apologised, it wouldn't do any good. Yes, it would have at the time. Probably not now.
If Change the Channel would have said that, then maybe Channel Awesome could have responded back with saying to the effect of, yeah, we understand that maybe we did some things kind of backwards there, but these are also very serious claims, and we need to make sure we're not giving anybody any other ammunition to take further actions. We want to make sure that this ends here. Here's our part of the story, and you can take it for what you will. We have to choose our words extremely carefully because of a danger that if we say the wrong things, this could incriminate us to the point where somebody might want to file a lawsuit. Be more truthful, be a lot more forthcoming in that regard. Now, that's not saying that the response didn't do its job in that sense. However, if CDC would have said that, but perhaps this could have been ended rather quickly.
I love that. These abuse victims just didn't ask nicely enough. That is literally what you were saying. Is this your way of trying to be down the middle? You can't look at what Channel Awesome have done and be like, oh, that's a bit douchey, that is. Because even if you want to say this, that would also have to be you admitting that what Channel Awesome have done is wrong. But you're still not doing that. Oh, they could have just said, look, we don't appreciate how you've treated us. Fair enough, but you're still saying that Channel Awesome didn't do anything wrong. I guess you haven't strictly said that, but you haven't admitted that they've done anything wrong. You've admitted none of their faults.
But the goal, as I said, is the complete destruction of the channel. And this is why you saw Brad act the way he did. Could he have acted better in hindsight? Perhaps. Maybe he didn't have to go off the rails. But you could probably understand why.
This may be the first one I just can't sit through. So I'm just going to go down the timeline for you. Channel Awesome fucked up. Changed the channel. Weren't too happy about it. It started as a simple thread. Channel Awesome refused to acknowledge any wrongdoings. Changed the channel, did a Google Doc, pointing them all out in more detail. Channel Awesome called them all vindictive liars and proved that they were a childish bunch of dick weasels. Changed the channel was obviously upset and made more videos about this. And because Brad and Channel Awesome are douchebags getting a backlash for their negative actions, he is allowed to be more of a douchebag. That's literally what you've just said.
Allison might have said to not harass him, but she has a well-known history of instigating things. We know all about the Spoonie incident. We all know that she will not forgive Doug, albeit with Doug seemingly trying pretty hard in order to make amends from time to time. And she has to know that saying this kind of stuff, calling people liars about something that's very dangerous and very toxic in the form of swatting, is going to set people off. That mentality, that mob mentality, she has to know that. She has to be aware of that. If she's not aware of that, I'm not sure why she couldn't be. And she has to know how they will go about reacting to that sort of thing. They will go and attack Brad.
So it's Alison's fault because her fans attack Brad. Again, I didn't even show all of the screenshot. Look at these screenshots. This is Brad's fault then. You've just admitted that this is Brad's fault. Because if Alison's fans, harassing Brad is her fault, then this has to be Brad's fault.
And they have been so trained to believe anything she has said.
She has screenshots! For fuck's sake! She has screenshots, bro! You believe the swatting thing with no evidence! Anything Brad says, you buy like that! Where's the evidence of that? I'm not gonna make it out here alive.
She has to know what exactly she's feeding into here. It doesn't matter if she says that 10 million times. They seem empty because of such inflammatory statements.
He's just ignoring the fact that Laura literally said some people's mental health isn't a real issue. That's fucked up. What the fuck, man? You're just ignoring that, aren't you? I'm a bit advocate for mental health. I'm running my 5th half marathon soon. You can donate below. I'm raising money for cancer research. I've ran 3 of those 5 for mental health, a charity called Mind. I'm really passionate about mental health and everything. And this was fucking sick. This was disgusting. This is to the point I don't understand how you can defend this. And you're not really. You're completely ignoring that point and just saying Brad has a reason to be pissed off. So do we!
Because I do believe that there's a lot in those 4 screenshots of those texts that raises a lot more questions than it do answers.
So you believe those screenshots? You believe those, but not all the others that prove that Doug's a cunt, that prove that Channel Awesome are abusers, that Mike Machar did all these things. Guys, do you really want me to finish this? I don't think I can. I'm not even halfway.
First of all, no one has ever said that everybody in the document lied. No one who is rational, no one who is clear thinking, no one who is being reasonable has ever said that. No one is condoning abuse, neglect.
Well, you are, because screenshots have proven the abuse, and you still support them. No one said that they're all lying. No, but you've ignored most of the claims.
while you may not see that Brad is condemning that sort of thing, and he probably should in the back of his mind, it might not be as needed because the majority of those people are being rational, are just asking questions. The problem here is the all or nothing approach. It is the fact that if we call into question anything in the accounts, anything at all, then we must be questioning everything in the document.
No one said that. This is the thing you said. No one said that everyone lied in the document. No one has said what you are now claiming. You just made this scenario up. Someone says, oh, I don't particularly believe this happened on the set of To Boldly Flee. Aha! You think they're all lies. It never happened. Now that's going to be used against me. Aha! He says it's never happened, but here's one screenshot on Tuesday at 11 a.m. where it did happen.
If we did that, then we would be counting Dr. Gonzo's testimony, which none of us have ever done.
Aha! You say that no one has questioned Dr. Gonzo, but they have! I got an email saying this! Ha! You were wrong. Shit. That's going to be used against me now. Why didn't he point this out earlier? Because I was trying to be careful with what I said, and now I'm just like, fuck it.
Making the videos we are now. I would not be making 5 videos about that. Now 6 and 7 and now maybe 8. We would not be making what we are now.
He's just repeating the same things from last time. We are not ignoring it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be making videos. I can't finish it. Like, this guy is so dumb, and he tries to pretend he's so intellectual, and that's what annoys me. If you smell, I apologize. I apologize. Everyone, go and say sorry to If You Smell. JD Shadow has made me appreciate If You Smell a whole lot more. Good video, man. Sorry to see people can't watch the duration. Oh, so you deleted all the comments. Yeah, you're right. I can't watch the duration. He's repeating himself. He's an idiot. He makes no sense. He avoids points. And if you think I'm going to sit here for 31 minutes and 40 seconds to watch you completely ramble and avoid any wrongdoing on Channel Awesome's part, you're right.
But what we are doing is we're
Only kidding. Take care, guys.